done. Final thoughts on the group and how it's coming together.
Oh, I thought the camp was good. I thought they came in ready. We've got a lot accomplished. We did even more tape as far as our concept during camp than we have before. I thought it was a pretty productive couple of weeks.
Nick Sealer wasn't out there again today. Just maybe status check on him.
Yeah, it's day to day. It's nothing real serious, just day to day.
Jet Luchenko, obviously you have him with you guys. What are some of the smaller details he's done that have made you kind of see him and feel like he can play here?
Well, it's no small detail. I just think he's in a general. I think he has a maturity about him. We know he's 18, just turned it, but he carries himself in a different way. A bright player, a good 200-foot player, understands that already. You can see. No final decisions have been made. We just keep on having discussions on it, and I think deserves where he's at, especially at the position at center. The speed he brings you through the middle of the ice is pretty intriguing. Has a lot to work on, as an 18-year-old kid will have. Where it all falls, I don't know, but I think he deserves to be with us right now.
What's the process then over the next couple of days with you and the staff? You guys meet on Saturday, Sunday, or
No,
a day off in?
we're having discussions daily. There'll be some guys going to the American League today, and it's just a constant conversation as we get ready. A little bit different. We're leaving early. We're leaving Tuesday. I think do they have to be in Monday? Yeah. So we'll have conversations over the next couple of days and see where we go with it all.
There are a lot of AHL guys that played yesterday. Did you notice anything about that game or anyone that really stood out to you?
No, I thought it was a shitty game. I did. It's the last exhibition. Jersey's already overplaying, or they play tonight, don't they? And it's kind of really screwed up for us. We were hoping, and certainly nothing against the players, but I didn't learn anything at all. I wish we could have used that for a better way.
So it's not a game that you would maybe evaluate the goaltenders even on that?
No.
Because of who's out there?
No.
Is the Excel guy you're trying to figure whether he's an everyday NHLer or
Yeah.
a really good AHL player?
He's had a good camp. He's had a really good camp each day. Each time he was called up last year, seemed to be more and more comfortable. Scores down there. Can he score at this level? Does things down there. Can he do them at this level? I don't know. But he just keeps banging away. Again, another one in conversation. I don't know where it falls as far as with the NHL team. But he just keeps going about his business. I think he's had a good camp. Did some good things in the power play, too.
Are you guys doing anything when you're going to Vancouver on Tuesday? Is the team, their team building stuff or anything Wednesday with the team?
Yeah, we got a couple of things going on. Yeah. Big team building for me is going through adversity during the year and finding your way out. I think that's the best way your team. Some of the other stuff I think gets a little gimmicky. I want the season to start. I just want to see where we're at, see some of the crap we'll go through, some of the ups and downs in a season. I think that's when you find out about your team.
With regards to the power play, obviously it was an issue last year. It's looked better in preseason, but we haven't necessarily seen you guys do a ton. Some, but not a ton.
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the first.
Yeah. We did a lot of 5-on-5. We're ahead of schedule there. So yeah, Rocky and I talked along with all the other guys that I'm really interested to see how that works as the season starts, when you have Johnny LeClaire and all those guys we talked about earlier. How those meetings, I just want to see how it works. I've never done it this way. I think we've got some good minds in there, and hopefully it'll help. But we're going to start working on it next week.
Are you optimistic, based on what you saw in preseason, just in terms of, maybe obviously Mishkov's here, but also other guys maybe stepping into roles that they might?
I'm anxious to see Jamie. You know, I want to see how Jamie handles it. Very good laterally. Does Z improve? I don't think Yorkie. I would like to concentrate more on Z and Jamie as far as running the top. Yeah, and Mishkov brings you a whole different element. How does it work? How do players play with him? And encouraged, I don't know. We really haven't done much work with our units, and it needs to get better. You know, as I said at the end of last year, it's on our board today. We need to work on 3-on-3, 4-on-4 on our power play, and those specialties needs to help us kick in a few more goals this year to help us try to find our way. So hopefully we can find the right combination. I think Mishkov's going to be involved in all of them. Still a little worried as we talk about Luch and how much we give him, what happens when the real stuff happens. And we got to find all this out as we start our season.
You mentioned the other day, I think it was about Lachenko playing with Travis Konechny, and that Travis is a little difficult to play with.
Oh, yeah.
So, but you've had another young player, Mitchkov, now playing with him. What have you seen that's different, maybe, or that he's I know it's wing versus center positioning, but why do you think he fits a little bit better, maybe
with TK?
Yeah.
I don't know if they do or not. I don't. I know in the time I've put them together, they have developed some offense. It seems like they might have a little bit of chemistry. Just like I think at times I think Frosty and Tip have chemistry. I don't know. Does it last? I just do it by feel, and I think when I've put Mish, he has no preference right or left wing. When I put them together, they have developed some offense. So that's in my mind. I'm just trying to find some lines that will develop offense. So we'll probably start with them together. I'm not sure who the center is. Coots. I'm not sure where that is right now. But those two guys will probably start together, and we'll see where we go.
He's another guy that you have playing off wing too now.
Mish?
Yeah, or playing.
Well,
he normally plays it off wing. Now he plays.
Yeah, and he's. I guess he came in here as a right winger, but I've talked to him, and he doesn't care. He just wants to play, and he doesn't care where he plays as far as which wing.
We know that he's going to be playing his first NHL game on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the kind of guy who talks to the young players in advance and just say, play your game, the work? Do you talk to them about the importance?
Not long conversations, not an office meeting. It's just skating around or something, and I'm certainly going to tell him, just don't think. I don't want him to think. You start thinking, that's when you screw things up, and I just want him to play. And he'll make a ton of mistakes. We expect that, and we'll coach the mistakes or some of the risk at certain times, but early on especially, I want him to feel it. I want to get out of his way and let him experience a little bit, and if we think we need to step in and teach him stuff, we will. But I don't want to take his creativity away.
Paul Maurice also talks about how he tells the young guys, make sure you call your parents and call, the people.
I don't. No, I don't. If they don't, they're not good kids. I'm sure they do, and I don't think I need to remind them of that.
John, a couple days ago, you were talking about the centers, and you more or less said you're not quite sure how you feel about it yet. Not sure how you feel about what Coots is going to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how the offense shakes out. How much of that plays into the decision whether you're going to keep Jet or not? Or is it purely you guys are looking at it from is he ready or not, or does the fact that maybe you're a little iffy on your centers play into the decision?
The position certainly comes into play. Yeah, the center ice position, and Luch is a center. But we're not going to force feed a young player because he plays a position that I think we need help at, that we need to develop. The biggest thing in why he is still in discussions with us as far as playing in the National Hockey League is he's a mature kid. It doesn't worry me. Is it too much for him? As far as just stepping into the league, let's say he does start playing with us, there are going to be decisions made and conversations had about, is it too much right now, or whatever it may be. But as far as being afraid because he just turned 18, I'm not afraid of that because he has just a good maturity about him, and the position certainly comes into play. Speed up the middle is so important in our league, and he has it. And how he sees the game, how he sees the play away from the puck, has given him the opportunity to still be playing with the National Hockey League team in practice.